Alright folks, this is Pitching Ace 88 and we are back. Playing Criminal Case on Facebook. We are going to be heading on to case number 3 of Pacific Bay. Thank you guys for showing me a like down below. I always appreciate it. What dies beneath? Kinda like what lies beneath, huh? Oh hello Commander Ace, so how did your previous investigation go? I hope Frank was nice to you. Not that he is with any... Move away, child. Sorry, Amy, but what Ace needs is some real sensations to enjoy the best our town has to offer. Would you like to go scuba diving, Commander Ace? A nice way to start the day with the city's best guide by your side. Me! But just the two of you? Can I come too, Roxy? Of course you can, Amy. The more the merrier, as I always say. Oh, thank you. What do you think, Ace? I've never tried scuba diving before. Where should we go? Is there a perfect place to dive? I just heard about a great place, a newly discovered part of the coral reef. It's by the marina. You're gonna love it, Ace. Ooh, the coral reef. I've always dreamed to see one up close. Quick, let's go, Ace. I'll see where we can rent wetsuits. Those wetsuits are tight. How are you supposed to swim in this thing? Yours fits perfectly, Ace. I'm jealous. I'm so excited. Come on, Ace, let's dive near coral reef. And let's keep an eye for anything unusual. You never know. Man, I gotta say, the locations are just fantastic. They're so vibrant. Ooh. Nice. Alright, so let's see if we can get everything. So there's a sponge here. Shipwreck. I'm assuming he's down here. Green algae. Down here. Urchin. This is going to be interesting because... yeah, here. Scuba tank. Okay, so here we go. Shipwreck. Oh. Green algae and urchins right over there. Cool. Oh goodness, is that a dead person? Thank goodness you got her out of the water, Commander Ace. Wait a minute, I recognize her. Her name is Valerie Green. She's a professional diver who's recently entered the party scene. Wait, something's fishy. Her face got the blue tint of asphyxiation, and yet the gauge on her oxygen tank is still on full. We'll trust the coroner on this. The girl didn't drown by accident. It was murder. I'll get to the autopsy as soon as possible. Commander Ace, you found Valerie's spare oxygen tank. The gauge is on full, but it's surprisingly light. You're right, we better send it to Hannah for analysis. Then, what's left to be done? You want to take a look through the algae? Alright, I'm on it. Let's all get to work. Ooh. Alright. Alright, that sounds good. Now, that being said, I've got to actually get... I'm going to get a whole bunch of stars before I come back, so I'll see you guys all in a little bit. This is Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, and we're back. And people have been asking, and I just got a little cute panda bear. So this guy's pretty awesome. He gives 10 energy and 7,500 coins, and he only has 1 star. So once I get to him to here, this should be going up quite a bit, which will be pretty exciting. But anyways, guys, I need to examine the algae. And, as always, I've grabbed a few stars. This looks like it might get us to the next location. Tonight party on the... Great job looking through all this algae, Ace. What is that piece of paper you found? Oh dear, the water made most of it illegible. Do you think you'll manage to recover what it says? Of course, Amy. Yeah, it's been interesting. There's been a little bit of back and forth about who do you like better, Frank or Amy, and it really seems to hinge on whether or not you're a guy or a girl. Girls tend to like Frank, I'm assuming, because he's kind of a bad boy, and the guys tend to like the girls because, heck, it's Amy. She's cute. Well, the paper you found in the algae is a party flyer. Tonight, party on the big mighty yacht, best spot in town. I must say I've never heard of it, but you're right, we know someone who does. I'll call Roxy right away. You do realize that the dead won't just wake up and tell me what happened to them, right? I know I'm a joy to talk to you, but leave me some time to work. Well, Ace just needs your help for a second. Have you heard of the big mighty yacht by any chance? Of course I have. It's the yacht that holds parties near the coral reef. I'm dying to know who owns it so they can invite me on board. So this yacht might have been around when our victim was killed. You're right, Ace. We have to search the yacht right away. And again, I find Amy to be a little bit like Ramirez. Because no one actually ever complained about Ramirez being very ditzy in the beginning, but if you guys remember, Ramirez was not the sharpest tool in the shed, not the brightest color in the box. I mean, he was not that great, but he got a lot better. Okay, dude, I love these strobe lights. It's awesome, man. Alright, so we got license plate up here, inflatable boat, mermaid, torn photo, hula doll. Nice. Mermaid, inflatable boat. Fishing buoy. I think that this is the fishing buoy. Yep. Perfect. Wow, this boat is just a mess. I hope the identification plate you found will tell us who it belongs to, but you'll have to decipher it first. And then there's this torn photograph. It needs to be restored before we can find out what's on it. Just tell me if I can help, Commander Ace. So yeah, it's just, new characters. They need to have some development. I thank you guys for, liking these videos. I know my first one of Pacific Bay has a ridiculous amount of likes. It's pretty awesome. With all your guys' likes, it's almost up to like 200 likes. Oh, very attractive woman. Well, the torn photograph you found on the yacht shows our victim. Great job, Ace. But who's the woman next to her? Well, you're right, Ace. She might have some information about Valerie. We need to find her. Good idea, Ace. Let's compare the files we have on the database and see if we find this mysterious woman. We'll find out who she is. You'll see. Yes, we will. Examine. Boom. Boom. Ah, it's this one. I knew it was either A or D. Angie Cortez. So the woman posing with her victim on the photograph you restored is Angie Cortez. The database says that she lives right by the shore. Well, that's great. Now we can go ask her about her victim. Well, I'm right behind you, Commander Ace. Let's do the identification plate first. I'm assuming FB. Oh, PB. 58, and then TL. Oh, nice. First try on all of them. That's pretty sweet. Good job deciphering the number on the yacht's identification plate, Ace. Time to send it to Hannah for analysis. Booyah. 6 hours. Fair enough. Let's talk to Angie. Hello! How can I help you, my sweethearts? Do you need some help getting into the hottest parties in town? I can get you anywhere. No, but speaking of parties, do you remember this picture you took of Valerie Green? She was murdered earlier today. Oh, poor Valerie. She was so innocent. I mean, it's so sad. You see, she was new into the party scene. I just wanted to help her blend in. And the yacht is such a good place to make new friends. The yacht just arrived in town, and since then it's been a revolution. The old clubs, the silly bars, it's all over now. We've gone international. This place was a dump, and now we see the biggest parties on the coast. This town is a much better place now. Too bad Valerie died before she could see it. Yeah, that is really a shame. Alright guys, well I'm actually going to wait probably 3 hours and then use all of my cash on it, okay? So I'll see you guys then. Au revoir. Alright folks, and we're back. I'm getting lower on cash, but let's finish this off first. I must say I'm not used to analyzing this kind of thing. This tank is a darn bloody mess. Ace, it was sabotaged by someone who knew what they were doing. Just look at it, the gauge has been modified. No wonder your victim drowned. She had no way of knowing she was running short on air. I'm telling you, the person who sabotaged your victim equipment had used that sort of equipment before, and they wanted that girl dead. Oh no, so it means that Valerie was killed by someone who knows about scuba diving? Well, thanks, Hannah. Yeah. In terms of the weapon and everything, that's not something too shocking. The license plate reveals that the big mighty yacht is registered to the name of Peter Long. I took the liberty to ask Frank to get him to the station. Apparently Mr. Long refuses to answer to any name but Mighty Pete. Must be compensating for something. Hannah, that's not a way to talk about suspects. Wait, you got Frank to do something for you? That's impossible. Well, I may have sent him an email in Ace's place telling him to bring in your suspect, but you have your guy here. It saves everyone time, doesn't it? It really does. Thank you, Hannah. That's pretty awesome. Talk to Mighty Pete. You are a character. I must say, I'm rather confused about my presence here. The other policeman was quite persuasive, but I liked some explanations. I'm really sorry, sir, but we need your testimony in the investigation of Valerie Green's death. Did you know her well? Valerie's dead? That's tragic. I'm not gonna lie to you, Valerie and I had dated for a short time. I broke up with her a couple weeks ago. Our personalities just didn't match. I must say, my womanizing ways don't go well with a lot of women, and well, a relationship like that costs money. Her death grieves me, but you know what they say, the show must go on. I have a lot of work to do for my next party, so if you'll excuse me, I'll go back to my yacht. I'm sure you will, you little scumbag. Boom. $30. The sight of divers drowning is a touch of poetic irony, don't you think, Ace? As if death was like, well, you asked for it. Oh please, Roxy, don't laugh about such a delicate subject. What did you learn about Valerie's murder? Well, I looked more closely, and I can tell you that she still had her mouthpiece on when she died. She suffocated. But you know me, a clear autopsy like that is just not enough, so I took a closer look at Valerie's body, and I discovered traces of cream on her wetsuit and her tank. It's a water-repulsive hand cream to be exact, which is why the water didn't destroy it. And the most interesting thing is that there's no cream on Valerie's skin. And if the hand cream doesn't come from Valerie, then it comes from our killer. Valerie's killer uses hand cream. Interesting. So what do you think of the investigation so far, Ace? We found Valerie Green drowned after some sabotaged her equipment. We then discovered that she had recently become part of the nightlife of the town, and we met Angie, with whom she used to party. We also met that womanizer, Mighty Pete. He rules over the party scene, and he was Valerie's ex. So what? Ace, I need you to go to the scuba diving shop right away. The scuba diving shop? But Chief, we're kinda in the middle of a... It can wait. We've been called for help. A bomb has been found in the scuba diving shop. You need to get there before it explodes. What? Oh, crap. Well, guys, we're definitely going to need to do that. But you guys are going to have to wait another 12 hours. Because I guarantee you that's what it's going to take. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.